Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Today we're doing a review of the 2019 Mazda MX-5. We'll do an outside walk around, an inside tour, and take it on a drive. Alright, so the latest generation of the Mazda MX-5 was given a much more modern look when launched in 2016, and honestly, nothing really has changed aesthetically since. I personally am a fan of this generation's look compared to the last generation, and it's honestly crazy how small this car is when you see it in person. The only real way to identify this car though, in the 2019 year compared to the previous years, is thanks to the brand new rear view camera. Honestly, it doesn't really need it because of how small this car is. In addition, with the top down, you can pretty much see everything when looking back. Nonetheless, it's a nice to have feature. Since this car is the club trim, it comes with the black 17-inch alloy rims, Bilstein shocks, and a limited slip differential. You can get the recaro seat, Brembo brakes, and BBS rims as an option, but this car is unique since it's one of the few club trim soft tops that do not have the recaro BBS Brembo packages. I think it's a nice sweet spot since the standard seats are really comfortable and you can easily change the rims, brakes, and seats yourself if you want later on for way less than the cost of the package. The real key here is getting the differential without the added cost of the dealer options. Going on to the inside, the first thing I noticed is that the handbrake is on the passenger side. I'm just personally thrown off by it, but I'm sure it's something that's easy to get used to over time. This car also has heated seats, which is awesome when it's chilly outside and you want to have the top down. In terms of infotainment, all new MX-5s now come standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The interface is really intuitive, but it was really easy to accidentally hit the buttons when resting my arm on the center console area. As I mentioned earlier, the seats in this car are really comfortable with nice bolstering, and since this car has no backrest cushion, you're suspended by the rear seat fabric. It's actually really nice feeling since your body just fits in the seat nicely and the bolsters get narrower as you sink into the seat, making a good feel for many different body types. One last thing I want to highlight is the improved steering wheel, which now tilts and telescopes. Prior to 2019, the steering wheel for this generation Miata just tilted, and honestly, I would much prefer this setup as I really like to have the steering wheel closer to me given my seating position. Okay, that's enough in terms of the features and walk around. Let's hear how this car sounds and take this thing on a drive. Alright guys, we're in the car, and I'm just going to pull out here real quick, so just give me a second while I get the feel for this clutch. Yeah! Oh my god! Okay. Oh my god, okay, sorry. This is freaking great. That was like a road match. Yeah. Yo, okay. We got a car out in front of us, as you guys can see, so I'm gonna slow down just a little bit because no one's behind us. And so we can have some fun. This is a Miata. The top's open. It's such a fun car. For 2019, the engine's completely revised. It's got 181 horsepower, up from 150 or something like that, and then has 151 pound-feet of torque. So, and it only weighs around like 2,300 pounds. So it's super light, and like you just get on it, you hold it in a corner here. Stick with it here. Oh! Alright, this is rough road. We gotta slow down. I'm over in Malibu, as you guys can probably tell. And, Jesus, this thing just is freaking amazing. The view is beautiful. It's nice, overcast, so it's nice and cool. But top down, wind noise isn't too bad. I'm gonna roll up the window and hopefully maybe we can hear a difference. So, yeah, the clutch is actually really easy. The steering is amazing. I'm just overwhelmed with emotions. So, alright, no, I'm just kidding. Let me be a little realistic here. So, it's such a small car, so visibility is amazing. Like I can see out the back. I mean, there's no blind spots when the top is down. There is when the top is up. So I'll be honest there. But honestly, since it is a small car, you know exactly where you are on the road. And I think that's a feature. Talking about the powertrain, the transmission 6-speed manual. Nothing's changed from the previous year or since this thing was launched. And I don't think anything needs to change. This transmission's freaking great. Oh my god. And even though it doesn't have a lot of power, you just kind of give it a little bit and it goes. Oh God, this is dangerous. This is making me want one really badly. And fun fact, all you Miata enthusiasts know this. Miata stands for Miata is always the answer. So if you need to have fun on a weekend, Miata. If you need to commute to work and you don't want to go to work, Miata. If you need to tow a car, don't use a Miata, but Miata would be nice if you could tow. Anyway, so that's my little spiel on my fan girliness of a Miata. I guess that's the right thing to say. So I don't know. This is just amazing. Like, I'm not even going out. I'm just cruising, and it's like you won't get a ticket if you floor this car. It's just, that's the beauty of it. You can enjoy every single bit of it. And like right now they have the soft top and the RF. And like in terms of the demand's been for the RF, so those have been selling like crazy. The soft top no one wants, but I think the soft top is the best because it's so easy. Yes, you have road noise here and there. It's so easy to just take up and put down. You can do it at any speed. Don't do it on the freeway when you're driving, but you could do it pretty much anywhere you want. And it's so easy, it's so light. It makes the car lighter, so performance, you know, those enthusiasts that want every single pound and don't want to, like, you know, give up on Chipotle burritos, just get the soft top. It's easier. Saves you money too. This is unique because it's the club sport, and it has the performance, the sports package. So it's got the Bilstein shocks, as I'll show here, and the limited slip differential, which I can't show. So we're going on PCH, give it a little bit, and yeah, that was a Canyon portion, so that was super fun. Almost went a little too fast, but yeah, dude. Let's get on PCH. Let's give it some. Here we go. I'll be honest, I'm not really good at shifting. I'm not like a pro yet. But like things of the engine, like the dual mass valve, make those shifts a little bit smoother. Like, yeah, I didn't really, I kind of like gave a little bit when I was letting off the clutch, which is bad. Don't do that. I'm sorry. But it won't make those shifts as jolting. I mean, if I botched shifting like the G250 in my last video, you can check that up here. You know, gotta pull like the videos. And if I jolt the shift, the whole car will like start bucking back and forth. And yeah, it's more performance oriented and whatnot, but it's also, this is a more livable feature day to day. Yeah, let's see how it is in stop and go traffic. We're gonna do some stops and stop and goes. This has hill hold, right? Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. It was really good. So I was saying earlier, one, that this car has hill hold, and two, you can get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. One thing I actually want to highlight about the infotainment before I go away from that topic is the Bose speakers that are in the headrest. So if you're on a call, they'll actually directly put all that audio through the headrest, which I think is great. And yeah, if you have the top open, you can hear the person on the other line. So nice feature, definitely very thoughtful. So you guys can probably see in like past videos, I do tend to shift a lot if it's a manual car. That's just a habit of mine. But honestly, the gearing in this car is really short, so you kind of have to shift. It revs up quick, so if you just want to be cruising today, you have to shift up the gears. Final drive happens at your sixth gear is a 1-to-1 drive ratio or gear ratio. So you don't even have overdrive in this car, and the fact that you get the MPG without that, I'm still shocked by that. But it just shows that this car is engineered to be fuel efficient and sporty. They really take advantage of the gear spacing for every single gear, and it just shows, there's a testament like to how well, like how thoughtful this car was designed. Also, a big thing about this car, and like I'm sure because there's such, like you guys know, because there's such a big fan base, there is the aftermarket support. So there's a lot of modifications, upgrades, stylistically and performance-wise, that you can do to this car that have been coming out and will be coming out in the future. So you can really make it your own. There are a good amount of options from the factory, but I really think, you know, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can kind of just do that from the like, you know, the aftermarket.
One thing I would say is, you know, the sound of the engine, you know, from the exhaust. It's not like the loud you just heard the cold start. It's nice. It's a nice sound, but it's not like noteworthy, I guess. But an aftermarket exhaust can easily fix that. Mufflers easily fix that. It's like any problem you've ever had with this car, you can fix, which is a nice thing. So it's a no excuses kind of sports enthusiast car, I guess. So all right, one more pull, guys. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're right, dude. The clutch is basically an on-off switch by the time you're like on upper and higher in the gears. That's great. Let me just get up to 6 real quick. Use the clutch. But all right, guys. As you guys can tell, this car is great. I'm gonna obviously cover some more stuff in the description if you guys want to see that. Huge shout out to Ethan. He's the owner of this car. I'll tag. You want to tag your Instagram? Sure. I'll tag his Instagram right here. There's lots of cool photos of cars and his car as well. So if you guys want to keep track of, like, you know, this car's journey and all that stuff, check him out. It's super cool. So huge thank you to Ethan for letting me drive this car. Yeah, if you guys like this video, huge thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe if you want to see some other videos. Got some cool stuff planned for the future. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.